Hey, it's Rick with Rock Bottom Outreach, and it is Real Talk Monday. On Sunday, it's funny because I see all the posts that say, God is good, I love Jesus, and a lot of that is really, it's based on that they have come from a service. And here's kind of my response. God is good all the time. And, I know a lot of people that say that, and that's very true. But don't you wish that feeling you get on Sunday while you're at church, that you could transfer that over to the week? That I call it a mountaintop experience never dies. I mean, there's nothing like that mountaintop experience and the time when you really connect with God and the sermon and the music. And that's really kind of what I want to talk about today, is how we can carry that over into the week and why that is so important. I want to start with the verse this morning, actually out of the book of John. And I mentioned the other day, that's a great place for new believers to start, is to read the book of John and see all the miracles that Jesus actually performed. But John 12, verse 26, where it says, whoever serves me must follow me, and where I am, my servant also will be. My Father will honor the one who serves me. And so basically that verse is talking about serving Jesus and going with him where he goes. And I'll be honest, I've been there before, that my only connection with God was 1 hour a week. And that's sad. And that's what we call a carnal believer, is that you kind of call upon God when you need him. And other than that, you never, ever give him a second thought. And so it is great that you go to church on Sunday, but it's really about carrying it over to the streets. And I was really proud of the Rock Bottom Outreach team, and also, Coach for Christ World Ministries came out yesterday, and in Fort Worth, we had either about 130 to 150 sleeping bags, 120 ham sandwiches, which we call a BAM sandwich now. And we gave out other snacks. We gave them clothes. And the cool part was a lot of people had gone to church before they came out there, which I think is awesome, because when we get right down to it, I believe, and this is my opinion, that the Lord would rather us be in the streets doing that than just sitting in a pew receiving a message, if we had to choose between the two. Now, if you can get to the point of doing both, then hey, thumbs up to you. But we're talking about carrying it over, and carrying it over to Monday being today. And here's my word of advice, man, is be careful what you pump into your heart and your mind when the day starts. Start off with a devotion in the morning. If you're watching this, then I applaud you. And so the next thing is, when you get in your car, what you listen to, I promise you, a lot of times will be a focal point of your mindset going into the day. Anytime my boys wrestled or I wrestled back in the day, I did not listen to opera music before I stepped on the mat. Man, I had some AC/DC pumping in my head. I had some Scorpions. I had the Tiger song. I mean, that's what you listen to get your mind right, to go out and destroy your opponent. And that is my point. You've got to get your mind right to destroy the opponent, and the opponent is Satan. And how do you do that? You've got to be prepared for the day by getting in the Word, reading a devotion. What you listen to throughout the day will make all the difference. There's a group called Hillsong. I think it's Hillsong United. I might be wrong. But, they have great worship music. If you go to Mardell's, just say, man, I'm looking for great worship music. Something that you can listen to all day long. There's no reason that feeling should not carry over to the week if you do what I'm telling you to do. If you are going through a breakup, then turn Conway Twitty off. Turn that off. That's sad. I love Conway, but man, it'll break your heart. Put some Jesus on. Put in some Jesus tunes for the week. Man, there's anything. Man, there's Christian rock. There's Christian country. There's gospel. There's all sorts of things for you to listen to. But hey, man, you got to get your mind right that it's not just on Sunday. That's the BAM I'm talking about. You got to learn to carry it over. This past Sunday, we went out, and with everything we gave out, I was so impressed how everyone came not to be a fan or a spectator. They came to serve. And we're going back next Sunday, and we need your help. We need more sleeping bags. We need backpacks. We need food. Let me know if you can help. Carry it over. Come join us next Sunday. It's Rick with Rock Bottom Outreach. Have a BAM Monday.